So, looking at why there was a lack of medical progress in the medieval period, I'm going to try and give you four reasons. Number one, people didn't want to challenge the church because challenging the church might lead to them going to hell. Okay? So when we look at something like the Black Death, people would have said sin caused it. Perhaps things like the Jews were to blame. And again, people didn't try and necessarily cure it because they might have felt they were going against God's will by curing it. Number two, the church kind of acts like a roadblock to progress, so it stunts progress. Whether that's because of people having a fear of hell if they challenge the church, okay, whether that's because the church basically decided who read and who wrote, okay, because really only priests and people working within the church could read and write. And so the books published, like the Bible or like Galen's work, had to be approved by the church. And both, for example, Galen and the church disapproved of dissection, which is cutting the body up, finding out what's going on inside the body, because they felt that by cutting up the body, that would prevent a soul going to heaven. So that's quite a big reason why dissections weren't done. And the third reason, the Roman Empire has collapsed, and much of the health system that they had there has been destroyed. Okay, travel around the old empire isn't allowed anymore, so ideas that had previously been spread quite a lot during the Roman times are now no longer spread. And I suppose the fourth thing is that this idea of medical professionals being rather untrained. If you could read Galen, you might be considered a medical professional. Surgeons, kind of barber surgeons, these were obviously untrained people who otherwise cut hair. So it didn't allow for, the system didn't allow for much progress in the kinds of people that were um, doing surgery and the like. The hospitals as well, they were places where they take care of people, they'd look after people, give them good, clean, hygienic conditions. However, they didn't try and cure people. Okay? So, if we're looking at why there was a lack of medical progress in the medieval period, okay, we look at the church. People didn't want to challenge the church. The kind of church acts maybe as a roadblock to progress, and different reasons why that was. For example, dissection, reasons for disease, so sin and things like that. They were looking at the collapse of the Roman Empire, leading to less travel, health system destroyed, less communication of ideas, and the people who were looking after people, your barbers, surgeons, your monks and nuns, perhaps not having the actual medical knowledge.